It's been over 6 reports and 8 years since the deep problems in education were identified by Nicola Sturgeon, who isn't here yet again today, despite it being our defining mission. With the bulk of the recommendations rejected or stuck into working groups, does the Cabinet Secretary think her statement matches the scale of the problem identified? And does the Cabinet Secretary, as she sounds so sceptical, wondering why she is putting so much of the personal pathway, the diploma, the interdisciplinary learning, into working groups that she has established? Why is she so sceptical when she's doing those working groups?
Cabinet Secretary.
I thank Mr Rennie for his question. I think 8 years ago, back in 2014, I was in a classroom and I was delivering new qualifications at that time, 8 years ago. So I know how this works, I understand how it operates in our schools, and I think it needs to be dealt with really carefully. And when he talks about matching the scale of ambition, I'm thinking about the pragmatic deliverability of this in our classrooms, and I will always have that at the heart of my decision-making in this role, because I think it's really important we get this right for Scotland's children and young people. I could come to the Chamber today and accept all of the recommendations, but I don't have a budget to resource it, as the member knows. We had a debate to that end only last week. He talks about working groups. Well, yes, I think they are important. I think it is important that teachers who have skills in these areas, like interdisciplinary learning, and of course, in reading the Government's response, you will see a number of schools referenced there who have real skill sets in this area, are able to pilot approaches that others may be able to learn from. But I'm also cognisant of the HMI reports that say there is variability across the country at the current time in relation to IDL. So we need to make sure there's an equitable and a consistent offer. There isn't at the current time. I'm taking small steps forward in a number of these areas through working groups, but fundamentally through teacher leadership, because I think that's the right way to deliver qualification reform.